Alright. Welcome back. What's up, guys? Welcome to... Oh shit, got something in my eye. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since I've made a... Damn, that shit's still in there. What the fuck? I know it's been a while since I made a review. To be honest, I just wasn't in the right mental place. There's some things going on in the household, but thanks to God, everything's good now. And yeah, I'm just very grateful that everything turned out the way we wanted. And I just needed a little bit more time to get back into this and to start making content again. And yeah, I'm gonna start doing it now, obviously. But yeah, and I'm back for another review. I'm gonna be reviewing Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness. So here we go. Just a fair warning, this is a spoiler review. So if you haven't seen the movie, I wouldn't recommend you watching this video if you care about spoilers. But if you don't, I mean, stick around. I'm just gonna be talking just pretty much just like not in order of the movie. I'm just gonna be talking about what I thought was cool, what I thought was lame. So pretty much, Doctor Strange is obviously the sequel to the first Doctor Strange movie. This one includes Scarlet Witch, America Chavez, who's a new character in the MCU. And yeah, so pretty much Doctor Strange is pretty much it's about Doctor Strange trying to protect this newcomer, America Chavez. And the reason being is because she could go ahead and pretty much like transport to like different multiverses. And I mean, pretty much he finds out that Scarlet Witch is the one who is chasing her, because if you have seen WandaVision, the TV series on Disney Plus, if you've seen it, she pretty much like loses everybody again. She loses her kids, she loses Vision again, which is, I mean, it's pretty, I mean, you can feel for her. I mean, she's just trying to make she's trying to make herself happy any way she can. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody would do the same thing if they had the same type of powers and stuff like that. She's trying to find a different universe where she could be happy and have everything that she wants. And so she's trying to get America Chavez to pull her power away from her, and so she could go ahead and do so. Pretty much like what this is, like this movie is pretty much Doctor Strange versus Scarlet Witch. And I gotta say, Sam Raimi did a badass job with this film, and I'm not surprised. I mean, being a huge Evil Dead fan, and being a huge Evil Dead fan, I mean, you could definitely tell that he directed this movie. I mean, you could, like, pretty much you can't even, like, they should, like, if they didn't even say the name, like, who directed it, you could tell, like, or you can even see, like, what it was based on. But yeah, I remember seeing a post before I even saw the movie. I remember seeing a post, some girl who was one of like the people who got to see it before. She said if you liked Evil Dead, if you liked Army of Darkness, and you liked Drag Me to Hell, which I thought was interesting, then you're gonna like Multiverse of Madness. And I could kind of see what she meant, because yeah, I mean, like I mentioned, I mean, Sam Raimi directing it, you could definitely tell, like, with the camera techniques, like especially like there's a scene where Scarlet Witch is in a multiverse, and she's trying to possess herself in that universe. And so she's in the house, and she's like trying to like pretty much like possess her, so she needs to get her way like to her. And yeah, they do like the classic like Evil Dead type of like camera, like some similar to it, not like full on committed, but similar to it, like where it goes out of the staircase and she turns around to see like she heard something, and it goes back in, you know, like that type of camera technique. And I thought that was really cool. Also, this movie's surprisingly gory. Not like where it has to be rated R. Like I saw some critics saying that it should have been a rated R movie, and I don't think so. I don't think it was that intense. But there's times where like there's a scene, like the very first scene, like, because Scarlet Witch is like sending monsters to get America Chavez, and that's where Doctor Strange is like, oh, who's doing this to you? Let me go see. And like pretty much like that's how he finds Scarlet Witch. But yeah, like he's finding this monster in the very beginning who's trying to get America Chavez, and he stabs it in the eye, and he takes out the whole eyeball. And then you can hear people in the audience, like when I was there, they're like, oh shit. And yeah, it was a oh shit moment. Like it was like pretty graphic. I mean, being an MCU movie, and I heard previously, like when they were making it, that it was gonna be like the MCU's like first like scary movie. And I mean, it wasn't really scary, but it was definitely on the gory side, which I thought was pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of scenes like that. Like there's a scene in this movie where Doctor Strange, like him and America Chavez are going through like different multiverses to try to get away from Scarlet Witch, because she's like way too damn powerful. They go to and I'm sorry if I don't remember the names, but they go to some place where I guess like where Doctor Strange like trained. I totally forgot the name, but where they train, like where they're training like all their people like with their Doctor Strange powers. And yeah, like she raids it by herself, and she fucking kicks everybody's ass, and she's freaking throwing haymakers at Doctor Strange. I mean, nothing that he does, like all the magic he does, nothing's stopping her. It's slowing her down, but she's just going through him. And there's this creepy scene actually where she's coming through like I think it's the mirror or water or something, and she's like crawling out, but she does like this whole like demonic like crawl out. Like it's pretty intense. It's pretty cool. But yeah, so there's that. So pretty much yeah, Doctor Strange and America Chavez are trying to get away from her and going through different multiverses to meet a multiversal Doctor Strange to get his help, pretty much. And yeah, so they're doing that, and he gets arrested by the Illuminati. He gets tricked by he gets arrested by the Illuminati, and it happens to be Professor Xavier, Captain Marvel, multiverse Captain Marvel, what's his name, Black Bolt, I think his name is, yeah, Captain America, Captain Carter, pretty much. And then Mr. Fantastic, fucking Reed Richards, like he's in it, and which I gasped, like I was like, oh my god, like it's him. Like I can't wait to see the Fantastic Four being part of the MCU, because that means Spider-Man's gonna tag along, and I want to see Ghost Rider in the MCU, and I want Sam Raimi to direct a Ghost Rider movie. Like I think that would be super, super on point for him. Like he would nail the shit out of a Ghost Rider movie. But that's for a different topic. But yeah, so all of them are there, and they're all telling Doctor Strange that he's actually like the one that they're afraid of because of some bullshit. But yeah, that he's like the one that they should be afraid of. And then Scarlet Witch, she possesses the Wanda in that universe where Doctor Strange and the Illuminati are, and when they're discussing that. And so she possesses her, and then she just goes like to the Illuminati, like I don't know, headquarters, I guess. And the Illuminati, like Mr. Fantastic, Black Bolt, Captain Marvel, and Captain Carter, like they're all there, like in front of her, like, and they're about to throw down. But Scarlet Witch, she proves in that scene that she is the strongest Avenger. I mean, she took out the Captain America of the other universe. She took out she took out Black Bolt, which was a pretty gory scene too, because Black Bolt, he has his power where if he whispers something, like you die or some shit like that. Like I don't know, it was kind of weird. I'm not familiar with him. Like I've never even heard of him, to be honest. But yeah, like he whispers and then like they die, which is pretty intense. But yeah, he did that. Which is kind of okay. Let me back up. So pretty much like they're in the encounter with Scarlet Witch, and like she's like in front of all four of them, Mr. Fantastic, Captain Marvel, Black Bolt, and Captain Carter. So she's in front of them, like they're about to throw down, and Reed Richards is supposed to be like the smartest guy, but he gives away like he gives like too much information, Like, she's like telling him, she's like, you have kids? And then he's like, yeah, I have kids. And then, you have a wife? Yeah, I have a wife. Are they alive? Yeah, they're alive. It's just like, you're giving her way too much. Like just that. I mean, you gotta think about it. Like, just that little thing. Like, you don't tell people you have kids. Like, especially if it's some psychotic witch. You know, like, that's dumb. Yeah. So he tells her that. She's questioning him. Like, you have kids? Yeah. And you have your wife? Yeah. Is your wife alive? Yeah. And then she just tells him, she's like, well, at least there's gonna be one parent to look after them, pretty much. And then like right away when she says that, he's like, now hold on, my buddy over here, Black Bolt, I mean, he'll just talk to you and you'll be dead. And like, if he says a magic word or whatever. And then she's like, with what mouth? And then yeah, like his mouth is like totally like there's no mouth on his face, which looked kind of gross. And but that's dumb too. It's just like, why are you giving all their like their techniques pretty much? Like, it's like pretty much like, I don't know, it's pretty dumb. Like, it's like talent, like telling you the plan, like what they're gonna do. Like that person's gonna go over there, that person's gonna go over there, and we're all gonna attack you at once. Like, it's pretty much like just giving away your tactics. But yeah, she tells like he says that this guy could kill you with a whisper, and she blacks out his mouth, and then like he's all like, you can tell he's all panicking, and he like tries to get like all tough, and then he tries to like say the word, but it just pops his brain like inside, and he starts bleeding from the eye, and he just falls over, and then everybody's just like, what the fuck? Like all four, or three of them now, and then yeah, Mr. Fantastic tries to go and attack her, but then she just like pretty much like melts him. Like, yeah, she just like tears him apart, and like he dies. That's it for Mr. Fantastic. And then it's up to Captain Marvel and Captain Carter, and it's a pretty intense scene. Or not intense. I keep saying intense. What the fuck? It's a pretty cool scene. Like, it's not okay. I've heard people that complain about this scene because it's like the females fighting, which I don't see why that should be an issue. Like, why people are complaining about it. But it wasn't forced like it was like in Endgame. Like, that whole montage of like all the females coming together, and then they like you know what scene I'm talking about, like where they all go, like all the females are by themselves and they all attack. Like, that was like really forced, and I did not like that. Like, it was pretty annoying. But this one, like, you know, they're fucking badasses. Like, it's Captain Marvel and Captain Carter. Like, she is Captain America, and then she's Captain Marvel. Like, they both could take on Thanos like hand to hand, and pretty much like they're like all three of them are fighting, and Scarlet Witch she just beats the shit out of them. Like, she kills Captain Marvel pretty weak. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, it was pretty weak. Like, she dropped a statue on top of her, which shouldn't kill Captain Marvel. Like, I don't know, I'm not too sure why they. Sorry, my dogs were barking, so I had to like stop the recording. Anyway, but yeah, you can. But yeah, like so pretty much like Captain Marvel dies like super weak. Like, she drops a statue on top of her, and Scarlet Witch drops a statue on top of Captain Marvel, and she dies like that. But it makes no sense because Captain Marvel is like super OP, you know? Like, she shouldn't die from just that, which I thought was a weak death. Like, that was like, she could have done something more cooler. But with Captain Carter, she straight up just throws her shield at her and just pretty much like slices her in half. And they don't show it. I mean, they just show like the shield go through, and then you just see her face like all like, and then the shield hits the wall and like it's all bleeding and stuff. So you kind of know exactly what happened. So yeah, so she kills all of them. And then Professor Xavier, like, she like at this point, like America Chavez is in like those ice cube boxes where they can't get out, of course. Like, they have like the pretty much like in Deadpool, like where they had those like that neck brace. and it took away their powers. It's the same thing, but it's like handcuffs, and yeah, so she's in there and they're trying like what's her name, Rachel McAdams, the chick from Mean Girls. She's like trying to like press all these buttons like to get her out, and it's not working. And then yeah, Scarlet Witch is coming and she's like getting closer and closer, and then Professor Xavier comes out. He's like, stop, enough. And then she just looks at him, and then she puts him like in like he tries to he tries to use his mind powers against her, and yeah, he sees that like it's like this whole like dream thing, that like this dream sequence that's going on, like it's all white, and then there's like a pile of rocks, and there's Wanda under there, and she's like trying to like tell him to like to pull me out, and then he's all saying like oh, I see that she buried you under here, like if we pull you out then you'll be able to take over like the Scarlet Witch and it'll be you. And then yeah, they're doing that, and you see like a bunch of like red smoke just coming from behind them, and like in the dream sequence you see a bunch of red smoke, and then it gets over him and he's just like and then you see Scarlet Witch and she's like all demonic, like her nails are all long and her face, like it happens so fast though, but and like her face is all ugly. She just grabs him by the face and she twists him, like she twists the whole like his whole neck, and he's dead, like that's it. And she kills everybody. She kills part of the Fantastic Four, she kills part of the X-Men, she kills whatever Black Bolt's from, and she kills Captain Marvel. I mean, she kills like the top tier superheroes. And I remember I remember. So I saw pictures of like where they were like leaking like pictures of Tom Cruise as Tony Stark, which is the what's his name? Oh, I forgot what they call that Iron Man. Supreme Iron Man, or I forgot. You know what? Nah, I was gonna look it up. But yeah, like it's pretty much like Iron Man OP, where he's like an asshole. Like he's not like the Tony Stark that we love. Like he's like beginning Tony Stark, like where he was an asshole and he stayed like that the whole course though. And there's rumors that like he keeps, well in the comics, like he keeps like Thanos' head in a jar and shit because he's so powerful, and he has an Infinity Stone. And, like he doesn't even have like the helmet. Like I'll show you a picture right now, like it's somewhere. And what's it called? Yeah, so I heard that he was gonna be in it, and I was pretty excited. Like I mean, seeing, and then like from the trailers we saw, where it was actually Captain Marvel, like it kind of looked like Tony Stark fighting, which I thought would be pretty cool, and he should have been part of the Illuminati. But I mean, they'll save it for another time, I guess. But yeah, so pretty much that happens, and long story short, I mean, this movie, it kind of dragged in a way, but then there's also parts you could tell that they were cut off. Like they did cut off a lot of scenes. So I don't know, like I'm kind of mixed feelings about this movie. I love the visuals of it. I love like the way I pretty much just love the way they made Scarlet Witch. Like they made her like super scary, and yeah, just super creepy and just like OP. Like she's just killing everybody, and like it is like kind of like a horror movie because they're trying to get away from like the slasher, and she's all getting closer and closer like each time, and it's getting worse. And I don't know, like I really like the way they did Scarlet Witch. Like they did justice for her, and she's just a badass character. I mean, she's the queen of Marvel right now. She's the queen of Marvel right now, and it's just super badass to see her, and the way Sam Raimi made it. But other than that, like it kind of did drag. And what I don't get, because pretty much like there's different multiversal like Doctor Stranges, but from what we've seen like in the past, like Loki or Spider-Man, when it's multiversal and they meet like each other, like they have the same name and everything, but when it's multiversal, like it's kind of strange because they like they're all different, right? Like I mean, obviously Spider-Man, like you have Tom Holland, you have Tobey Maguire, and you have Andrew Garfield. And Loki, you had of course like our MCU Loki, and you had the different Lokis. Like you had that alligator one, you had the old man one, and just different Lokis. But with Doctor Strange, it's always Benedict Cumberbatch. fuck, that's a crazy ass name. Benedict Cumberbatch, I think. I don't know. I'm trying, but it's always him. Like it's always like the same. Like it's always him as Doctor Strange. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but what I'm trying to say is just that, like how there is like the Spider-Man, they're all the Peter Parker, but they're all different looks, you know, like one's taller, one's shorter, one's like still a kid, like they're all like different people. And and then Loki, the same thing, like they're all different actors, but with Doctor Strange, you keep that one actor for each multiverse of Doctor Strange, you know. So there's that. I mean, that little thing is just bugging me, and that gets me thinking, like well, not just that, but like the story as a whole. Like I don't think Marvel really. Kevin Feige mentioned that like they have things planned for like the next 10 years, but honestly I don't really think they know like exactly where this is going, because from the start, I mean, you know that they're gonna face Thanos and shit like that, and yeah, I mean that led on to like the whole until Endgame. And this one we don't really have a clue as to like, I mean, we know it has to do with multiversal, right? But I wonder who like the big bad guy is gonna be at the end. I mean, is it gonna be Victor Von Doom, which I would love to see Victor Von Doom in the MCU, because I know that they would do him like make him super badass, not like how they did him like in the recent remake in 2015. Like that one was just like trash. And then the one from the early 2000s, I mean, I get like I like him, like he was a cool Victor Von Doom, but I mean at that time like they're still like trying to see like how they want to make comic book movies. And no, but I hope they bring Victor Von Doom, and just among of other like major villains, like I don't know, like Galactus maybe, which I don't know how they would do that. But what I'm trying to say is just like I'm not too sure where they're going with it. Like they haven't really like showed you like what they're gonna do, but I mean we'll see. But yeah, I mean with this movie, for a rating, I think I would give it about a 6.5 out of 10, because I did enjoy like a lot of visuals and a lot of the action, but just the story, like it kind of dragged a lot. And I'm not the biggest fan of Doctor Strange, to be honest. Like I'm not all about that illusion type of magic powers, but it is cool, but it's not my favorite. My favorites are like the Hulk, Ghost Rider, Venom, like all the like badass dudes that like just get down and dirty, you know. And that's my favorite type of hero. Wolverine. I mean, I can't wait to bring him. Which I want you guys to, like, whoever watches this video, I want you guys to like leave a debate of who you think would be a good ass Wolverine for the MCU. I want to say Tom Hardy, which I don't see why they wouldn't. Like, I mean, not why they wouldn't, but I don't see why that wouldn't be an option actually, because I mean, he's Venom, but that's already like done. Like that's already done. Like he's Venom like for Sony, which Sony is gonna fuck up whatever they're gonna fuck up. Like leave MCU alone. And so I mean, they can play both parts. I mean, Josh Brolin, he played Thanos and then he played Cable, you know. So I mean, I don't see why he couldn't play two parts, you know, which I would think would be badass. I mean, yeah, he's already like kind of older, but I mean, if he were to get in shape like in like he did in Warrior, like I think he would be a badass fucking Venom. I mean, Wolverine. And but other than that, I don't really know who else would be good as Wolverine. I really don't. I mean, that's all I see. And people are wanting to have that dork from Harry Potter, the one who plays Harry Potter. They want him to be Wolverine, and I'm just like, dude, like he doesn't look like Wolverine. Like, I mean, yeah, he's short. Like, he has his like his shortness, but I can't see him as Wolverine. Like he has to have like a badass attitude of an actor to be Wolverine. So I don't really know who else would be cool for Wolverine. But I'm getting off topic. But overall, Doctor Strange was pretty cool to see. wasn't my favorite Marvel film, but I mean, of course, I mean, after seeing Spider-Man, like, what can you, like, you can't top that off. I mean, it has to be like an Avenger-ish movie, or bringing in like the X-Men, or bringing in like Fantastic Four. It has to be like that stature of a movie for it to be like, not for it to be good, but I mean, they're gonna focus a lot more on that shit, you know. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I give it a 6 out of 10, or 6.5 out of 10 actually. And the post-credit scenes, actually, I saw like the post-credit scenes, like the first one that comes out. Like, I didn't really know who that person was. I'm not gonna lie. Like I know a lot about like Marvel and stuff like that, but there's just some characters like Black Bolt, like you just come out, you're just like,
who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
With I think it was Charlie Theron, Charlie something, Charlie with a T. Girl who's like the villain in Fast and the Furious, and she's in Mad Max. Charlie Theron, I think that's how you pronounce it. She plays like some character, like she pretty much like barges in from like a multiverse, and then she asks for Doctor Strange's help, and they take off. And he has like this third eye, and it looked kind of weird. Like the CGI wasn't really that good for the third eye. But maybe that makes him more powerful. I'm not too sure. I'm not that big of a Doctor Strange fan, so I'm not too sure like exactly what that was, or like what powers that gives him. Maybe it just makes him like, maybe he just becomes like an anti-hero, I guess. But I'm really not too sure. So I mean, she comes in and then she takes him, and then the second post-credit scene, I mean, that one's super important. Like, I'm not even gonna say anything. Like, you guys have to watch it. Like, it's pretty badass. So I mean, stick around for the second credit. It's super sick. Also, I mean, they made a cameo of course, I mean, it's Sam Raimi directing it, so Bruce Campbell had to make a cameo. And Bruce Campbell, I fucking love Bruce Campbell. That's my father. I love Ash Williams. I mean, Bruce Campbell, I'd fangirl if I ever got the chance to meet him. I'd scream like a girl, pretty much. But yeah, I mean, again, 6.5 for Doctor Strange. It's cool for what it is, but any MCU movie that comes out of after Spider-Man, it's gonna be hard to beat. So yeah, that's my review. I'm sorry I said a lot during this whole video, but I'm nervous. I'm coming back again, and I'm getting used to talking to the camera again, so it's just another thing I have to do, just get used to it. But yeah, I love making the reviews. I love just talking to the camera, just expressing like how I feel about the movie, because like I said before in my previous videos, I can't talk about this to my family because I would just bore them, and so at least I get to talk to a camera, and it's great.
It's fantastic.
If you guys like what you see here, comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It's free. I mean, it doesn't charge you anything. And yeah, you guys take it easy. Much love, and you guys have a great day. Peace out.